It's 2023, and NBA players still continue to run into trouble for making problematic remarks centered around the LGBTQ community.
Look at these queer ass niggas, man.
We already had good looking dudes, no homo. But you know how it goes.
Yeah, not the best model athletes that they're marketed to be. And while these incidents are often, or sometimes followed by an apology, it's baffling why it even needs to get to a point where athletes are not even cognizant about what they're saying on national TV in front of millions of people. But well, here we are. And today, we're gonna look at the 7 incidents in which NBA stars got into trouble for their anti-gay remarks. Starting with number 7, we have the Slim Reaper, Kevin Durant, getting into a bit of an ugly Instagram DM battle with actor and podcaster Michael Rappaport, who himself has a problematic past for actual real-life harassment of his ex-girlfriend in 1997. Lily Taylor, anyone? But what started off as criticism by Rappaport on Durant's interview with Charles Barkley took a quick and ugly turn, and then another one, as Durant bombarded homophobic slurs in Michael's DMs, including dragging Charles Barkley into it and hurling nasty insults at Rappaport for his criticism. Sometime later, Rappaport himself went an extra mile to take shots at Kevin Durant, saying that he would break his effing jaw, and saying he isn't friends with KD after it was reported that KD tried to simmer the feud by referring to it as banter. Rappaport was having none of it as his verbal tirade continued on his podcast, hurling profanity after profanity. Despite all the hoopla, Kevin Durant was fined by the NBA and issued a public apology as well, highlighting once again that grown men with millions of dollars still find it okay to call each other gay as the ultimate form of disrespect. Oh, grow up, KD. Moving to number 6, we have Anthony Edwards, who was in trouble for a problematic Instagram story where he filmed a bunch of shirtless men from his moving vehicle and referred to them as...
Look at these queer ass niggas, man. Do the word I came to.
It didn't go well for the Minnesota Timberwolves star, and deservedly so, as he was fined $40,000 by the league for the language used. However, he did ensure to publicly apologize, express guilt over his actions, and display sensitivity on the subject. It was also reported that Minnesota Timberwolves head of basketball operations Tim Connolly, as well as their coach Chris Finch, had their own strict advice which was shared with Edwards. For a 21-year-old, it was perhaps looked at as an isolated incident and a lack of great judgment, and we hope that Anthony Edwards continues to do better and learn from these incidents. Jumping quickly to number 5, we have Rajon Rondo, the 2-time NBA champion with arch rivals the Celtics as well as the Lakers, getting into hot water for making anti-gay remarks on the court directed towards referee Bill Kennedy. In late 2015, while playing for the Sacramento Kings against his former team, the Boston Celtics, on December 3rd, video footage appeared of Rajon Rondo having directed a distasteful anti-gay remark to Kennedy, apparently out of frustration. In the game, Rondo was handed 2 technical fouls and an ejection by the ref. 12 days later, on December 15th, Rondo took it to Twitter to apologize in a couple of tweets, saying his frustration in the game was not the reason for the said remark, and it didn't reflect his views on the LGBTQ community. Bill Kennedy, just a day prior to Rondo's apology tweets, had publicly come out as gay, becoming only the 2nd referee in the NBA till 2015 to make that announcement. And according to ESPN, some of Kennedy's fellow officials were aware of his sexual orientation, but not all. In 2010, disgraced former NBA referee Tim Donaghy outed Kennedy to some when he told a Boston radio station that Kennedy was gay, and it was known by some in the league. Rondo was only suspended for 1 game, and even his apology didn't please a lot of fans either. And at number 4, we have another NBA player directing a homophobic slur in an ongoing game, and this time, it's Joakim Noah. In 2011, the 2-time All-Star and 2014's Defensive Player of the Year was under fire because in the Eastern Conference semifinals, Noah headed to the bench and in a heated exchange with a fan, proceeded to double drop F-bombs on him, calling him distasteful things. With the camera panning on his face and catching the entire exchange, the league also took note and fined Joakim Noah $50,000, which was just half of what the league had fined another superstar a few days back for a very similar incident, and that person makes it to our top 3. But before we reveal that superstar, take your guesses in the comments section below about who you think that superstar is, and if you need a hint, he is a 5-time NBA champion with the Lakers. Now, while Noah did apologize and express remorse for his actions, there's a very simple reason as to why his fine was less severe, which we'll reveal further. But before we head to our top 3, make sure you like this video if you're having fun, subscribe to our channel and become part of our growing community, and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications whenever we upload new content. Quickly at number 3 is 5-time NBA champion and controversial late superstar Kobe Bryant. In a fiery exchange on court, Kobe also dropped double F-bombs, appearing to call the referee with a derogatory anti-gay remark. Bryant tried to pacify the situation by saying that it was said in the heat of the moment. Fans weren't pleased, and in response to the same, the NBA fined Bryant a whopping $100,000 for this. And the reason why Joakim Noah was fined $50,000 was perhaps because his exchange was with a fan, while Kobe had insulted a league official. Bryant Bryant went on to apologize for his behavior and was reported by ESPN. The following statement was made by Joe Solomonese, president of a human rights campaign, a lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender civil rights organization. We applaud Commissioner David Stern and the NBA for not only fining Bryant, but for recognizing that slurs and derogatory comments have no place on the basketball court or in society at large. We hope such swift and decisive action will send a strong and universal message that this kind of hateful outburst is simply inexcusable no matter what the context. This incident was another reminder why NBA stars as role models need to be held more accountable for their behavior. And moving to our top two, we have a two-time NBA MVP with the Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic, who was under fire for using a homophobic slur in a post-game interaction when he was asked about the then Chicago Bulls player Wendell Carter's length, to which Jokic replied,
He's longer than you.
Acting on this comment, league executive Kiki Wandaway handed a $25,000 fine to Jokic, which was another reminder that such comments and problematic mentality continue to remain deep-rooted in the minds of superstar athletes, reminding us of similar incidents and fines where people infamously find their names on this list, including old stars such as Roy Hibbert and new talent such as Cam Thomas. We certainly hope Nikola Jokic learns from this, despite the fact that he reportedly never apologized for his remarks and almost made the same comment once again, but held himself back.
He's long, so I'm not gonna say. So close.
Come on, man. That's not even funny. And finally, we have our number one NBA celeb on this infamous list, but this celebrity also took time to make amends for his actions, and it's none other than Tim Hardaway, and his offense goes all the way back to 2007. Speaking in an interview on the Dan Le Batard show, Hardaway was questioned about then NBA player John Amaechi coming out as gay and how he felt about it, to which Hardaway had a very unsavory response that went like,
"First of all, I wouldn't want him on my team. And second of all, if he was on my team, I would, really distance myself from him."
The host questioned his homophobia and bigotry, to which he responded,
I hate gay people, so, I let it be known. I don't like gay people. I don't like to be around gay people. I don't, I'm homophobic. I don't like it. It shouldn't be in the world for that or in the United States for it. So yeah, I don't like it.
Damn, that's harsh. Following this, the then NBA Commissioner David Stern banished Hardaway from the upcoming All-Star Weekend. His position as Chief Basketball Operations Advisor was taken away from him by his company Trinity Sports, and he ended up apologizing for his statements and remarks. Some good did come out of this reckless exchange of words, as Tim Hardaway actively took it upon himself to do better, citing his work with the Trevor Project and the Yes Institute, further expressing in a later interview that he is perhaps not in the Hall of Fame for his anti-gay remarks back in the day. Well, nobody knows for sure, but good for you, Tim. We certainly hope you know better by now, and we hope the other NBA stars do as well, or at least make an effort to be more aware, kind, and empathetic towards the LGBTQ community, and keep a strict check on how they conduct themselves in front of a camera. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Do like this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure you subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for notifications whenever we upload new content. Let us know down in the comments section which topic you would like to see us cover from the world of NBA, and we will do it for you. See you soon in the next video.